Hey, bourbon brothers and sisters, Angry Mac here. Before you like this, please subscribe. Before you watch it, hopefully you like it. Please subscribe. Let's get me to 300. I'm probably close right now. Who knows? I'd like to take today's craft journey, get myself over there to, what do we got? ShortBarrel in Georgia. Down there, Georgia, ShortBarrel, no longer a hidden gem. You're seeing this popping up on social media everywhere. They don't run a big marketing platform. They run social media. They need you and I to get the word out, and the word has gotten out. So they went from not being a traditional distillery to what they are right now. This is a group of 3 friends who went barrel picking. I believe the story is down in Kentucky. And they said, you know what? Hold my Glen, we can do this better. And here we are. So they didn't just say, hey, we're going to do this. They knocked the door down. And the 3 guys are Clinton Dugan, Adam Dorfman, and Scott Pelland, I believe. Those are the 3 guys. I met Clinton, and I think I met Adam. Not sure who the other one was, but Clinton is an unforgettable man. He's a big dude. And as I said, he didn't walk through the door. He knocked the door, ripped the door out. And he was once telling me, such a big, giant man, he was telling me a story about a barrel came down. He separated his shoulder or something because he tried catching it. And Superman, what he is, he probably thought he can get it. Great guy, gentleman, but better than that, they're out here since 2020. They are taking no prisoners. And they're not saying sorry. They're not saying sorry for changing an industry and making it their own. Yes, I talk about sourcing all the time because I happen to be a fan of sourcing. Not any sourcing, good sourcing. So they're using the craftsmanship. That 3 guys came together, said, we could do this better. They were making barrel picks, jumped on an advantage, and ShortBarrel is growing like crazy. The name ShortBarrel comes from how it is aged down in Georgia. Not so much how, but what happens in the barrel. So in the barrel, they're losing about 50% of the barrel to the angel share. There are a lot of angels running around there in that Georgia, Atlanta heat. They're sucking this juice out, and they must think it's pretty damn good if they're taking 50%. But you know what that leaves us? That leaves us tons and tons of flavor. It leaves us more fruit flavors, more sweet flavors, more spice. It leaves us more of anything. But it also could be a bit risky because once you get that concentration, it could leave you too much oak. It could leave you too much spice. So it is a delicate balance, and they're down there blending, mixing things out, finishing. So these flavor profiles are all different. Right now I have the KBF pick. I have the Sasquatch, which was absolutely phenomenal. I have the cigar blend, which is cracked, but I've only had a sip of it. I really need to get into this. So ShortBarrel comes from the 50% gone. When they get the barrel, it's a ShortBarrel. So they're not getting 200 bottles, 190 bottles out of these barrels. They're getting less, taking that high risk, high reward, but also comes with high risk. Sometimes there's loss. Sometimes they're lost. Sometimes it's not always a hit. But when they are home runs, they are out of the park. At least these 2, I can tell you 100%. In my glass right now, I have the Sasquatch, which is a beautiful maple flavor, great color. It's just absolutely fantastic. What I like about the ShortBarrel too, they're very easy to get in touch with. You can send a message to Clinton. Clinton's doing awarenesses to social media stuff, I think, most of the time. He'll get right back to you. You can email him. You can put him on Facebook. They're everywhere. If you're on social media, you know who ShortBarrel is because the word is already out there. The price points are also very good. Their flagship 4-grain, which is the basic 4 grains, corn to give you that sweetness, wheat to give you that smooth round out, rye to give you the spice, and that barley to give you the depth. It gives you the caramel, vanilla, the spice, the nice mouthfeel, the touch of rye. It gives you a bit of everything for about $40. That is their entry level. And I believe I would like to say 92, but I could be off. It could be 94, 95 proof. It is a very easy, everyday sipper. Then we go into other things that they do now. Now they have a toasted rye, which is unbelievable. Toasted rye. They have experimental series. Tojikai. They have Bee's Knees, the cigar blend. So they have years like this one right here is a 7. I've seen an 8. I think I've seen a 9 was the highest year I've seen. Can't be sure though. So we're looking at these things, not only looking for price point. Does price point match the quality? Blah, blah, blah. It matches the quality. And I tell you, this is the only one I've had today. Matches the quality. matches the quality, and that's very important in today's day and age because, let's face it, if we're going to have this disposable income to buy bourbon, we want the bourbon to be good. For me, it's never about price, if it's really good or if it's great. It does have to match, and there is a limit. I'm not a big buyer of the secondary, to be honest with you, because I don't like paying inflated prices, but I don't mind paying a premium for a premium product around that MSRP price. And that is what you're finding the short barrels about. You're finding them at a good price. You're finding them at retailers. I do believe they ship to 47 states. So let's get back to this source whiskey. Today we're seeing more companies do this. We're seeing more companies picking barrels, blending them, bottling them, creating experimental things. We're seeing so much. And as I said, I am a big fan of this source revolution. And we're saying it's better than ever right now. And I think it's better than ever right now because the people doing it are more experienced. They're more willing to take risks. And because they've seen it starting to sell, but I think a lot of us overlook, just in their regular people like myself, or very regular if you ask my wife, I think that the glut of the barrels out there, now these people sourcing have so much to choose from, so many years to choose from. They're not just getting 4 and 5 years, they're the 8, 9, 10, 12. They're getting just a tremendous amount of barrel selection. And I do believe, if I am correct, I read an article where the prices for the barrels now, because there's so much, they're becoming a little bit more reasonable. So even though their prices are remaining the same, they're getting it for a more reasonable price, giving us more offerings. And I think Short Barrel is taking great advantage of that. And once again, this is just my opinion based on what I'm reading, what I'm watching on social media, back and forth emails and talking to other members of the community. So they are doing it right. The price is good. I do like that they're non-chill filtered because I think the non-chill filtered offers a more flavor. I think they're more flavorful than the chill filtered. I firmly believe that. They are really building something there. They are building something, single barrels, special picks. You can go in and have picks there. A friend of mine out in, I believe, Arizona just did a pick. Mike Rowland just did a pick, if you know these names. So, and then they have a club called the Short List. It is a club that is a plan that you get a certain amount of bottles per year. It wasn't for me. I think it's more if you're closer into that area. But it's fantastic. You get special releases, you get early releases, you get discounts, you get free tastings at the distillery. So if you're in that area, definitely look it out. Definitely look it out. Now, Short Barrel, absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to pour myself a little more because I'm running a little low here. I don't think I really filled this one nicely. Short Barrel, once again, if you're ever down in the area, you should get there. Here, it's a beautiful experience. But if you're looking for Buffalo Trace or Heaven Hill experience, or if you're looking for a Buffalo Trace or Heaven Hill product, this is not for you. And I'm not knocking them. Not knocking them at all. They're a reason why they're legacy brands and they've been around forever. There's a reason that since 2020 to 2026, Short Barrel has exploded. And it's not because the stuff sucks. So read between the line right there. They are not playing the same game as everybody else these days. They're changing the game. This is a new game. It's a new game that they're winning, a new game that they're really good at. And I said it. Will every bottle you get by Short Barrel be a banger? Probably not, because your flavor profile is different. But I'll tell you this, you're going to get a lot more bangers than not. In this case, we're talking baseball tomes, they're probably about 900. However, when you get a company like Short Barrel who's consistently putting out a good product, if they put out one that's not great, that's still good, you're still going to come back for the next product. And that's what they're counting on. They're counting on not only you trying it, buying it, then rebuying your line. And this is a lineup that I have right now. I've tried the Bee's Knees, the Tokaj. I've tried so many different ones that I've enjoyed all of them. Do not ignore these guys. Do not ignore these guys. Short Barrel, definitely worth looking into. Definitely worth paying the premium price for shipping because they don't go to your area. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. Is it worth the shipping? And my answer for Short Barrel is damn straight it's worth the shipping. Go support your craft. This is the craft industry. Support Short Barrel. You will thank me in the long run. If you had a Short Barrel, tell me which one you had. Leave in the comments. Tell me if you liked it. Tell me where you got it. Tell me what the price was. But as I say all the time, oh my God, this smells so good. It's just so difficult not to describe this. But go find one on your own. I'm not going to share mine. Well, you come over here, I'll share it. If you ask me for a handshake, I'd probably share it. Who the hell am I caring? I love to share it. Find the people you love. Give them the hug. Once again, it's not what's in the glass, although what's in the glass makes it better. It's the people you're sharing it with. And right now, sharing a little short barrel sapscotch with you. And I'll tell you what, Angry Mac approved. It's damn delicious. This is really good.